Hey everyone, Megan here with AMI Clubwear, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this bird-inspired makeup for Halloween. You can change up these colors however you want to do, depending on what kind of bird you want to do, if you're going to be a peacock, an owl, or a parrot. This look is really easy, so if you want to see how to do it, just stick around. I already have all of my foundation done, blush, powder, concealer, everything, because we're going to be painting on top of all of this. Using a flat angle brush, I'm just dipping into some white face paint, and we're going to paint all of our white areas first. And the technique that you're going to use is just kind of a quick swiping motion, using most of your pressure when you first start your stroke and getting lighter as you pull away. Since I'm using an owl as inspiration for this look, I've already studied a couple owl pictures to try to get the overall layout of the owl's face, and that's what I'm using as a template. When you're doing this kind of pattern, it's best to layer your strokes on top of each other. So if you start from the outer edges and work your way up, which is what I'm doing, I'm working my way up towards my eye. And by doing this layering motion, you get a much more realistic feather effect. The next color that we're going to use is a medium brown, and how I'm making this color is by using the brown and the orange from the face paint palette. And don't worry if you have to mix it to make more if you run out and you can't quite get the exact same color, because the more variations of colors you have, the more depth it's going to add to this look. And we're just taking this medium brown and kind of adding it along the edges of the white to transition into our dark brown. And now we're going to be using just the straight dark brown color from the palette, and what we're doing is layering that on top of our medium brown so we have a nice transition from brown to white, and using the same exact technique. And now I'm just taking the edges around my eyes and kind of blending them a little bit so that it fades a little bit easier, because we're going to want our eyeshadow to kind of fade and transition into these feather strokes on the side of our eyes. And if you have some spots where you need to touch up, maybe the feathers are now underneath some other feathers that you kind of wanted to be on top and show a little bit more, you can always go back and do some touch-ups like I am, and it also adds a little bit more color variation and depth. When you're doing any kind of dramatic look like this or anything for the first time, you definitely don't want to experiment the night that you're going out. This is definitely a look that you want to practice the night before or a couple nights before you go out. When you're painting on the nose, you try to get this in the center of your nose, so just take the brush and kind of find the center of your nose and make a line straight up the center of your nose. Just kind of dot your nose with the brush, and then to make the angles of the nose coming off the sides, you just kind of make like a little arrow and try to get those at the same angle, and then you can kind of draw your lines back to kind of get the overall shape of your nose, and then just fill it in. Now we're just going to apply some makeup to our lids, and you can do this however you want, a contoured eye or just a basic smoky eye, just as long as you fade out your edges of your eyeshadow to blend into your feathers. The first step that we're going to do is applying an eyeshadow base. And I'm just going to be doing the basic smoky lid. So the first color that I'm going to use is Texture by MAC, and I'm just taking a fluffy brush and doing that in my crease. Now I'm just going to take Embark by MAC, and with a flat brush pat this on my entire lid up to that crease color. Now we're taking Carbon by MAC, and we're just using a smaller flat brush, and we're kind of patting that along the lash line, and we're also going to blend this out with some Embark to kind of make a more smooth transition. Now just to apply eyeliner, I'm doing a basic cat eye with liquid eyeliner. This is just a drugstore eyeliner. You also want to line your waterline. And the last step for the makeup is mascara. And I'm just using Pro Lash Black from MAC. So this is my owl makeup for Halloween. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!